Hey, to all of the lovely people on YouTube, and while you're at it, women, throw them L's up. Throw your L's up, girls. Show some love for your gray. I want all of my women to age gracefully, okay? Of any age. But especially once you hit the mid-40s and go on and beyond, okay? We have to set example to the new generation of women to come. We have to let the corporations know, okay, that we're not interested in their dyes. I can't say that enough. Y'all know I got to keep saying it. We're not interested in your dyes and lipsticks and all of your foundations. Now, if you got some blemishes you want to cover up, I can understand, but do it not liberally, but make sure you're doing it sparsely. Okay, so we need to, because some people do have situations with their skin and they may want to cover it. I'm not talking for those purposes. I'm talking about when you're doing it because you're trying to please a man. No one here is interested in pleasing men. Now, by the time you hit 50, that's where your mind's supposed to be. So I hear y'all women say, well, mama, look how old you are. That's understandable. I'm just talking about the women that's my age. We're not interested in that, okay? I see Janet Jackson is throwing her concerts and she's still trying to fit in and do the things that she used to do, and and it's all for money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can get mad with me. I think she is a sellout, and any other woman 50 and beyond that find herself in a situation dressing up with all of these lashes like this by the time you get to be my age, and all of the straightenings and the weaves and whatever. I just have something to say about it. A lot of people have something to say about me. I just think they're sellouts. So we're not going there with this, are we? Okay, now we gotta have some clothes to put on. Yes, I bought this from the corporation. I need something to put on, okay? But we really need to be making our own clothes like the Amish does, okay? We need to adopt the Amish lifestyle. That's where we're going. As we go further into this, get it while you can, because they plan on trying to make sure they can if they can't run you off this motherfucker. They want folks to stop paying you some attention. But instead, I'm getting the opposite. There are more people watching, more than ever. So all of you women who are coming to bring the good news that the sun is returning and everything will go back into its natural order, you need to stay vigilant and you need to continue to fight. This place is made for folks with tough skin. Am I right? You're going to have all kind of people. Like for me, for instance, you're going to have a lot of people that are going to be out to do the most to try and say a lot of things about you. They say a lot of things about mama, but none of them know mama personally, okay? And I have no problem with those people, but you best better believe these corporations, man, they going to be pounding on that ass. Okay, so you got to be made of tough skin if you're going to come here and bring the good news to the women. Also, I talk to men. 2 men are here. Y'all are listening and everything. But we need to make sure that we're just tuning out outside distractions. Sometimes outside distractions come to me where people cussing me. I got to go back and cuss them back and do this. And then I'm saying I'm finished with it because it ain't getting you nowhere. But you going back. You got to cuss this and you got to cuss that one. All by design. Know that it is a distraction to get your attention off of what you're doing. The corporation is the entity I've been talking about. Boom! Did y'all hear me? The corporation is the entity I've been talking about. I got so many people calling me. I keep telling them about the entity. They said, Mama, what are you talking about? What entity is it? This entity called the corporation is so powerful. It is dominating even on an astral level. We're living in a corporation. This is a corporation that is gone global. It seeks to own the entire planet. The whole 3D bubble world. So that it can weed out people that look like myself. Dark skin with dreadlock hair. Even the race itself, no matter what skin tone, you can be the lightest of the light in this particular race system. to the darkest of the dark. They want to totally eliminate that and engineer a race. Hello? So at this point, it's going to be a fight. So are we going to win this war? That's difficult to say. But you do have assistance. The sun. I don't care what race you are. You should be inviting the sun in your life. Because the sun is our mother and our father. And it is our God as well as the planet. Because without the sun and without the planet, hello, you have no God. You have no life. I put that, as long as I'm in the physical world, the sun comes first. The sun and the earth comes first. Everything else is on the back burner. Hello? So the sun is your friend, no matter who you are. I don't care if you're an Asian. I don't care if you black. I don't care if you white. I don't care if you red, you yellow. Whatever color you are, no sun, no life. And this is what they want to exterminate, the sun. Did y'all not know that? That's what these chemtrails are all here, are all in the sky. That's what they're for, because the sun is going to give us information and protection and downloads that are pertinent to sustain life and to continue to keep your seed or your descendants coming to the planet. They want to interrupt that and decide who's going to come to the planet. And they have a problem with people like me, a dreadlock, dark-skinned oracle, bringing the good news. They think they're going to win, but you're not going to win, because I've already time traveled to see this world where this that you're working on don't exist. And they're gonna try to get rid of some of my the oracles. They're going to try to get rid of them because they do not want. They feel like we're working against them. Okay, and I know what y'all saying. Oh, y'all ain't doing nothing. It ain't but one or two. You. It's not just up. It's not. This is divine intervention from the sun that's doing this. This is not my work. So no matter if I'm here or not, or even if I'm gone, I'm going to reincarnate to continue to spread the good news. But the sun itself is going to make sure that the divine will is satisfied. Okay? So there will be more women like myself, natural hair, dreadlocked, that will be coming to give more information to the masses. Even when I ain't here no more, they're gonna keep going. Okay? You can't exterminate them. They're just like cockroaches. You can't get rid of a cockroach because the cockroach was here first. Okay? Okay, so y'all see me going through all these motions with folks coming cussing, and I got to cuss them back, and all by design. The corporation is behind it. Hello? The corporations are dictating this. But I continue because I get a huge amount of feedback. More and more women, just mostly women. There are men calling. 2 women said, Mama, we need the food. We're not looking at the foolishness of the corporation. And the corporation is YouTube. We're not looking at them. It's just a few knuckleheads that are trying to run you off of YouTube and thinking you're going to stop the message. But I'm still here, continuing the message. Built a tough skin. I will continue to bring the good news to the women. We don't want your dyes. We're not interested. We're beautiful without it. Don't you think so? Hello? This is beautiful skin here. Hello? It's beautiful. If they have a blemish, y'all know me. I put a little foundation on it and fix the blemish. If my hair fall out, y'all gonna be seeing me sitting here with a bald head. Hello? Because I don't want anything synthetic on my hair, and I don't want any weaves. I don't want any relaxers. If you're there now, that's what you want to do, Mama wish you love. I'm just only speaking for myself and for women who are contemplating making this natural move so that they can connect their fibers, their optical fibers. These are optics, okay? They can see too. Okay, and there are a lot of people that are making all kind of humorous videos about my material, But that is because they are of another nation. Hello? That's a whole nother nation. I don't expect for another nation of people to understand my doctrine. Hello? This look like lint is getting on my tongue. I think it's the lint out of this jacket. But they're not to understand that, so don't get stuck on looking at videos, humorous videos that they're creating about us. A lot of us are women, especially African women, are going through it because they know the power that the oracle has within. So you have to look past that. Look past mama having to cuss folks that's cussing her back because it's a setup. Don't put yourself in that situation too. I've seen somebody going through something similar to me and your name starts with a T. You know who you is. You got 2 T's in your first name. I've seen you go through it, and it's because, look, a lot of it is a problem. The corporation have a problem. When I say the corporation, I'm just not talking. YouTube is just a little small, division under the umbrella of the corporation. They're pretty much just dictating what is told to them to do. But this big, huge entity, which is very difficult for one individual to fight on its own, they're only doing what is being instructed, and that is to wage war against the African in America. That's it in a nutshell. They want to keep you in your place, dumbed down, going to the churches. Want to keep you dumbed down in ratchetness. Keep you dumbed down, arguing back and forth with each other. So I want y'all to get an understanding. So these entities manipulate people with substance addictions. Because mama been going through it. I've had people making videos that clearly they are suffering from psychosis. Some of them are paranoid schizophrenics. And alcoholics and pill addictions, you understand, dealing with opioid addictions and, crack addictions, a little bit of everything. Coming at mama, but they are being used and manipulated. I don't have a problem with these people because these people are host to these entities. I want to give you, every last one of you, an understanding of what's going on. Because if you make a video and you are an African woman here in this corporation and you're spreading the good news that the sun is coming and returning home, because it does this every so often. This is not new. Where it swings further towards earth and it just does what it does. It does a cleansing. Just know that this is the reason why, and you do have help. Whether you stay on YouTube another month, 6 months, or whatever, it doesn't really necessarily need us because it's going to do what it does. Hello? I just want to be able to let folks who's saying, Mama, what is going on? It must be. You must see the war between me and others like myself and the entity. Got so many people calling me, Mama, what's going on? Every time I take 2 steps forward, they dragging me right back. It's the corporations. That's the entity that stole this land in the first place from the people. And it ain't got nothing to do with race. I keep telling y'all, race has absolutely nothing to do with it. Don't get me wrong. There are some races that have far more privileges. But at the same time, they're not running anything. They're running, if anything, they're actually being manipulated by the entity, the corporation. So we can't get upset with the people that are trying to throw us off target here on YouTube because they're hosts. I had to think about it. I said, I have to be really, really careful. You got to keep your frequencies up, and you got to keep that third eye closed off to these entities because they can use you to manipulate you to do things also too. And I have been manipulated by this entity, all by design. And they latch on to African people to steal source energy. It's the truth. They will latch on to you. Somebody called me with that information. You know who you are and everything. They'll definitely latch on to you. They'll latch on to you. It could be other people of other races experiencing it too. But they're definitely latching on it now. And that's going to take us into some other subject matters to give y'all a better understanding, especially you women who are going through this. And I'm going to go deeper into this. But we all know about the organ harvesting and the melanin being $350 a gram. Is it a milligram, a gram? We all know about this, okay? So this is this is the corporation. The corporation is the entity that is extracting these things. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, women, y'all need to stop having y'all babies in hospitals, have your babies at home. And that's why they don't like mama talk, because mama don't do the ratchet thing. Mama don't do the ratchet thing on her channel. Okay? It might be some other channels that got some ratchet videos of mama, but I ain't finna put it on my channel. I got to spread the good news. Hello? But at the same time, too, y'all know witches. Y'all don't tolerate nobody cussing. Y'all cuss them back. Because to not do so is to accept the curse. And they got to hear you live doing it. See, it has made its way to the internet. But, so you all know that they're harvesting melanin is being harvested. Okay? And women, you take your babies at home. Have your babies at home. You need to have your babies at home. If you are going to have your baby in a facility, request that you are able to bring the afterbirth home. And look online as to what people are doing with their afterbirth. Some women are freezing it, you know, and using it for ritual work. Some women are actually eating it. Some people do. If you don't believe me, because a lot of people think I'm crazy, look it up. Know that sometimes the crazies is for the drama, because it gets people interested. Hello, it's for the drama. Some people know, other people just say, oh my God, how ridiculous. It's for the drama, to give the edge. Hello? You see mama walking the dog, it's to bring about this. It stirs up attention. This is not what I do every day. I don't go in the grocery store walking a voodoo doll around. But you got some people that ain't latched too tight, so they really want to believe, hey, look, this is real life. This is what she do. So now, anyways, they can also steal source energy from you. That's people of any race and all races. If you have divine source connection, or you just have a divine source within your vessel. If you don't, then you'll participate. It's so easy to manipulate you for the ratchetness, so to speak. Do y'all kind of get a better understanding of this? Because I'm getting so many phone calls, and y'all need to know, y'all need to understand exactly what is going on, why it is pertinent that we continue to bring the news that we're going back to the ancient African diaspora. Don't get me wrong, it's some power in the name Jesus. You can say, Jesus! You can decide what color he is, because I do believe that it's a charm, and anyone has the right to decide what he look like. You may say he look like a cricket to you, or she looks like a woman to you. He could be of any race, or she could be of any race or any gender for you, because it's just a charm, and it's powerful against demons. It's just the fact that you decide what color you want him to be. You might want him to be an Asian, if you're an Asian. Or you may want him to be whatever color you want him to be, a Native American. It's up to you. That's what we need to understand, so we won't have to go back and forth with what it's all about. That's what's keeping us from Gaining witches from gaining the land back. We can't gain the land back because we're too busy arguing with what it looks like and what gender it is. That's not important. Now, I have found a lot of power, and this entity is strong. If you find yourself in a lot of turmoil, that's because that entity is working stronger on you. And the entity is the corporation. And a lot of people, well, why would it be the corporation? What interest would the corporation have in necessarily you? You got to realize that they are bound in the spirit world by the blood of their ancestors, as well as feeding deities and gods and lords. It's deep. Did y'all know that? They make mass sacrifices every so often. Them fires and shit like that y'all see going on, those are sacrifices. Puerto Rico, sacrifices. They need blood, they need body, they need bones to sacrifice to these gods. If you was making mass sacrifices like that, you started going around. That's why folks have this insatiable appetite to kill, because the demon drive them to do that. They get a high out of that. They go somewhere and they kill a goat. They go somewhere after killing a goat. They got to go, oh no, I got to go deeper than this. Because they get a high from that. That God gives them that high. And that's what's going on with this corporation. Hello? Whereas you might need to sacrifice a few chickens or something like that needed. And there's nothing wrong with that, because if people were not sacrificing, you wouldn't have buffalo wings over there to eat. You wouldn't be eating cheeseburgers. And them burgers over there in the corporations like McDonald's or whatever, it's not beef. And you wondering why you sick. Wake up. Anyway, so I'm just letting y'all know what a lot of African women are going through here on this corporation called YouTube. They need y'all arguing back and forth. Mama been caught up in some drama like that, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Meanwhile, the message is being defeated. It's being defeated. You just have to make it up in your mind. You got to deal with that and close that off and keep going. But I owe it to the people who are watching. I owe it to y'all to see this is what they do. They manipulate people who ain't wrapped too tight to fuck with you. Then you'll find yourself having to go back to cuss them and fuss with them and do this and argue and back and forth. And they think it's funny. But any one of them that are involved with that, all you got to do is put that protection oil on them and get with your deity, and your deity will straighten all that out for you. Because I ain't going to be working with no deity that can't fight no battles for me. Make sure your deity can fight battles for you. That's why you got to be careful, because you fuck with somebody's devotee. You might get fucked up. And I need every last one of y'all, all women, whoever you are here, a man, whoever you are, know who your deity is, because they finna pull out all the stops. If you come here to seek information, because y'all need to look up there. Now, I got a little better understanding for net neutrality. That's definitely something we want, because that's something we have now. But I think that it's not only the greed of the corporations, the reason why they want to do a lot of what they want to do. That's December 14, 2017, when they are going to vote on it. But I think it's also to control information. Because information is power. I don't even see the world the same no more. People call me mama. I don't see nothing the same. I see there are a lot of women. I deal with a lot of women of all races, but especially African women that are saying, I am ready to fight. I am ready to sacrifice myself. I'm ready. Sacrificing themselves in the sense that they know that they won't have a man. That's all a fairy tale, and that a lot of our men, and I'm just being honest, there are some great men out there, but a lot of our black men are not going to be good candidates for relationships because the great big mother got work for these African women to do. They ain't got time for the foolery, because y'all black men need to be careful, because they can easily hack you and have you doing all of the wrong things that will hurt you in the long run. Look at your movie Get Out. Y'all be careful. Be careful. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I say look at the movie Get Out, I'm not saying you can't love people of any race. You can love whoever you want of any race. But be careful they're not using you. Get Out was all about using a person for a selfish reason. There was no love there. Using his soul energy for a selfish reason. Make sure you loving this person really loves you and care about you before you put yourself in a situation like that. Basically, is what I'm saying. Is that fair? Is that fair? Now, you know, like I said, you can love whoever you want to love. Make sure they love you too. Make sure they ain't trying to take your ass to the sunken place. Because you want to keep your head above water, because you can't see nothing down there. When your head underwater, you can't see nothing down there. But death, because you're going to eventually drown. Keep your head above the sunken place. Hello? Get ready. The corporations, they're out there. I also think the biggest reason why they're doing this is for the money. Y'all know they want that money. But they also just been looking at y'all grow up. They never want you to grow up to a point where you know that there is no Santa. And women like myself who are tough and vigilant, okay, and they call us rebellious and all kind of names and stuff like that. But know what we are? We are rebels. We're just going to continue to provide the good news, but know that they are definitely going to be fucking with you, and they're going to be pulling out every motherfucking stop. Hello? They're going to throw everything at your ass, even the kitchen motherfucking sink. They're going to throw the kitchen sink at your ass. I just love my little cute clock, y'all. Y'all like my clock? So when y'all come here, y'all will see the antiques. You'll get nothing but antiques when you sit here. That's the little area we'll be sitting at. I get my pillows in. I'm just about 100% ready. I had somebody said that they wanted to come. Here, what that was a few days ago. It's just certain things I can't tackle right now. I can't tackle sickness at this point and nightmares. Now, I do give out things for that, but to go deep into that, I cannot. Okay, so it's just about ready here. Okay, for those who are ready to know some hoodoo, because you better know some hoodoo, and you better get your ass deeply rooted in some voodoo, motherfuckers. Do y'all hear me? Because you're gonna need some help. Supernatural interventions. And I'm gonna, give me a minute now. Y'all, all y'all dark women with these dreadlocks, they see that as a motherfucking threat. Hello? That's a threat. That's a sign that you know something that they don't want you to know nothing about. Can the church say amen? Give me a minute. I know I've got people of all races here, but give me a minute. Because in their innateness, they know. I'm talking about the corporations now. I'm not talking about everyday individuals. Now, there could be some everyday individuals that are being manipulated by this entity. Because they will use individuals and stuff they will manipulate individuals to attack you. Because I have some individuals on here attacking me. And to get angry with them, when I'm cussing at them, I'm not cussing at the person because I know the person is weak. I'm cussing at the entity. When you see a person physically come up against you, you're dealing with a spirit. The spirit that is that's trying to attack you, that's with you all the time, watching you. They're just using this person as a conduit to come after you. So you dark women out there with dreadlocks, you going to have conduits after you and your energy. Get ready. It ain't going to be nice. And if you got an ounce of privilege, they going to cut that motherfucker off because you are the threat that they talk about. There's a sister like this now, wanted by the FBI, Asata Shakur. Did she kill this man? I don't know about all of that. But I know we got some motherfucking killers on the soil right motherfucking now getting away with the shit. Let's concentrate on their asses. Cop killers. State trooper killers. There's some motherfuckers around here dining out right now at the Italian Olive Garden restaurant. They done killed 2 or 3 little children. But ain't nobody looking for their asses. All fucking life matters. Not just black lives matters. All lives matter. And if you killing people, you ain't gonna get away with that shit, man. Them spirits waiting on the outside, on the other side. When you go into that motherfucking hospital and you dying on your deathbed, you can see the motherfuckers drooling, waiting on you. So when you come out your body, they coming for you. It's real. You marked. You can smell the stench of them waiting on you. Now, you know why I know that? Because spirits come back and tell me that. You ain't going to get away with it. That spirit is going to get you. That soul is waiting on you. And all of their minions is waiting on your ass. You're going to get ate up. You're going to get fired up for murdering somebody. Hello? And I say that not just to us, but to cop killers. Top officials, people who just getting away with it on the 3D realm. You don't get away with that shit on the 3D realm and thinking that when you cross over, there ain't nothing waiting on you. A spirit told me, a soul told me that when they was dying in the hospital, they could see these old gargoyle type creatures and stuff like that hissing and waiting and stuff like, I'm going to get your ass when you get over here. It's real. So anyway, so I just want to talk about this entity. And the reason why I'm talking about this entity, because it can manipulate any social setting, any platform, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you fucking go, even RealTube, right here, Instagram. It can use MySpace, whatever. It's so many of them now. Snapchat. It can use this WhatsApp app, all of that. It can use these settings to use people as conduits, like pawns, to do work on you, to block you, to cut you off. And not just to cut you off, but their whole mission is, if you won't leave, we'll turn the audience against you. The audience and stuff, once they see this foul stuff, they ain't gonna be watching you no more. Stay vigilant and